What's up everyone, how's it going? Angel from Double MA here, and today I have a really anticipated video that I enjoyed making last year, so we're gonna do the same thing this year. If you guys wanna check out last year's video, that was pretty awesome. Go ahead, check out how I ranked them. Wasn't too crazy. This one I'm gonna go more in depth, and let's get started. Before we do, actually, if you guys are new on here, be sure to subscribe. We're getting close to 300 subscribers. I'd really appreciate a subscription. Trying to climb up the ranks, make that moolah. And I might be a little bit scrambled here because I just finished my last final. I don't know how I felt about it. I studied hard, but there's always some questions you don't prepare for, man. The questions that aren't on the study guide, bro. It pisses me off. But enough rambling. Let's get started on today's video. So for me, in my humble opinion, the single worst pay-per-view of the year was 301 Pantoja Usyk. Because first off, when do they ever main event flyweight championship fights? I don't remember a single time they did that since the pandemic, and before that, since they really had nothing, like in the DJ era. And to add insult to injury, they had Jonathan Martinez versus Jose Aldo in the co-main, which I feel like that's a main event for a fight night, like in the Apex, you know. The only thing that's carrying its value is the return of Jose Aldo, and like this all comes from 300, where they literally sucked all the star power out of the year, or like the first half of the year, because they wanted to absolutely stack 300. And I remember I was like trying to be the next prophet. I was like, they're gonna not have no more fights that are gonna be cooking for a while, because all the good fights already happened. And that's exactly what happened. And then let's just go through some of the stuff here on this card, just some notable stuff, because yeah, it wasn't that bad, but like as far as name value and reasons to tune in, there really wasn't. Things of note: Mauricio Ruffy's debut knocked out Jamie Malarkey, good win for him. Elvis Brenner had a good fight with Uruguay. Jonderson Brito had a TKO round 2. Paul Gregg got killed by Kyle Barajo. That was actually pretty cool. Miguel Pereira got a submission round 1 against ER Pretoria. Anthony Smith got the sub. Jose Aldo came back, and Pantoja and Steve Usyk went to war. I mean, after saying that, I might have put this in the wrong spot, but you know, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care about this that much because of the lack of people who I really knew. I was just really excited to see Jose Aldo. And that might sound like a casual take where I didn't watch the whole fights, but remember, I am Mexican and Canelo fought the same day, so my parents did not want to share the TV to watch UFC. I tried, man, but they got mad at me. So I really missed like a lot. I did see Kyle and Anthony Smith win, so that was good. But yeah, maybe I put it in the wrong spot. Maybe it could have been a little bit higher, but 301 is my worst. On to the second worst one. Duplessis Strickland 297. This one was the first pay-per-view of the year, and low-key it was a little bit dreadful, man. We were all looking forward to that fight with Strickland and Duplessis after the press conference when they were like, I'm gonna fucking take your soul, man. And granted, it was a war. That's probably like the biggest highlight of this whole event. But let me see like some of the things. There's a submission in the first fight, decision, submission, KO by a woman. Whoa. Decision. Mozart and Arnold Allen was a good fight, but decision. Chris Curtis versus Mark Andrew Bird, decision. Neil Magny, the comeback of the century. Neil Magny. That was actually really cool, but before that, it was low-key really lame. Raquel Pennington, Mario Osuna. Oh my days. I almost forgot about this title fight even happening. That's all I gotta say about that, man. And then the main event, Strickland Duplessis. Absolute war. Both men went out there for you fucking guys. You know, it was a good fight. And just because of that fight, I think that's why I elevated it above 301. But for me, it's the second worst of the year. Next up, Pereira Prohaska 2. This one was low-key severely trash for the reason of I said everyone was fighting at 300. And also, this was supposed to be Conor McGregor's fight card. And you know how everything fell apart there, where not only the main event fell out, the co-main event fell out. We had 2 random guys pull up, and it was supposed to be fire. But the rest of the card was looking kind of trash. Decision. Peyton Talbot got the KO. That was cool. John Silver got the KO. That was cool. Cub Swanson. It was a war. Back and forth. Joe Piper got the KO. The early prelims were lame. Prelims were actually really awesome. Ewan Machado, Gary Michaelman, and Page. Very, very lame. Mario Silver, Macy Chasson was low-key a little decent fight, but got stopped a little bit too early just to a cut. Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze. Oh my god, bro. How do we go from Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree, which would have been fireworks, and I hope we see that one day, to Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze? That's absolutely insane, man. I can't believe that. And then the co-main event, it was supposed to be Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez, but no, something weird happened with Brian Ortega, and it was Dan Ige versus Diego Lopez. Wasn't the most exciting of fights, but I guess better than nothing. And obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Potan Pereira stole the show, fighting Jerry Prohaska. Insanely fun, like 2 rounds, and he just killed Yuri. RIP, bro. And just that like low-key saved the event. That made the event highlight worthy, or else what would we talk about? Anthony Smith being weird. Whatever. Next one, Makhachev versus Poirier. This is the number. Let's see, how many are there? Should have numbered these. 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th worst. And this one was low-key suffering from the same thing, man. Not enough people. Whole lot of decisions in the prelims. Jelton Almeida is the only highlight getting the submission in the prelims. Randy Brown goes to decision. Nico Price and Alex Moreno on the main card, man. What the hell? Kevin Holland gets an armbar. Good for him. Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa, notoriously kind of bud to watch. All this, man, just super lame. But the main event, just an amazing fight, man. Shine bright like a diamond. Bro, that was time to be alive, man. That's peak MMA right there, man. Man, bro, the squad was behind my boy Poirier, but sometimes the diamonds ain't as bright as they seem, I guess. I don't know, man. But yeah, literally everything before the main event was trash, man. But that main event is like, I wouldn't be surprised if it wins Fight of the Year, bro. It was actually insanely good. We saw the humanity of Islam and just the boat in Dustin Poirier, man. What a man. Sad he lost though, but we'll shine another day. And then I think we're in the 5th worst or something like that. I don't know, man. But the next one up, we have Khalil Roundtree versus Alex Pereira. This one was kind of weird because why is Alex Pereira fighting number 8 in the world instead of who he's supposed to fight, Magomed Ankalaev? Kind of don't like that, but you know, what can you do? Prelims. Early prelims, pretty cool. We had Corey McGee having a submission over Tim Means in the 1st round. Carla Esparza had like a little decent scrap with Tisha Pennington, retired. RIP to the GOAT. They gave her the retirement video and everything, so you already know how it is. Ryan Spann submitted OSP. That was pretty cool to see. Then Cesar Almeida comes back to stink up another decision. Another decision. And then Joaquin Buckley knocks out Stephen Boy Thompson in round 3. Feel bad for Steven, but low-key this kind of made me a fan of Joaquin. I think he's cool now, but it was a very awesome moment nonetheless. Then we reached the main event. Oh, the main card was kind of atrocious, I'm not gonna lie. Kayla Harrison going to the decision. Roman Dolidze getting a BS TKO when Kevin Holland broke his rib. Good win for him, I suppose. Mario Batista, man. Need I say any more? Juliana Pena versus Raquel Pennington. Bro, I remember I was falling asleep during this fight. But I do remember the moments I did see. Like, I could have sworn Raquel Pennington won this fight. I think the whole world agreed, but what can you do, man? I guess. I hope Juliana Pena comes back and actually fights, because she's talking about taking like 7 to 8 a year off or something like that. And then Khalil Roundtree versus Alex Pereira was a back and forth war where Khalil Roundtree won the first half and Alex Pereira just slowly built up to beating him. It was just an amazing fight overall. You know, can't say nothing bad about the fight itself. Good fight overall, and hopefully we see him versus Magomedov next. Next one we have Jones versus Miocic. Now this one is kind of like, bruh, because we all know who we wanted to see on this card, and this one was a year in the waking, and it low-key was severely like underpowered when it comes to like people. Like in the early prelims, we had 2 decisions followed by Ramiz Balmafaj. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, but gang, he knocked out Mickey Gall. That was actually insane. And then Marcin Tybura got the TKO, bro. You gotta put respect on bro's name. He not just a blob. He low-key to go. Marcin Tybura title run starts after that day. Surprised he didn't get a performance of the night, because that was low-key kind of deadly what he did to bro. David Onama gets the decision. Jim Miller with the submission. That's what we're talking about. Jonathan Martinez sells against Marcus McGee, man. Mauricio Ruffy, low-key disappointed a lot of people by not putting away James Longtop. But James is just that strong, you know. It was a very fun fight for the most part. There's a lot of cool showboating moments, highlight-worthy moments for Mauricio. So I can't really complain too much. But then for some reason they had Vivian Araujo versus Karen Silva in the main card. Like, what is that doing there, bro? And then that was followed by Bo Nickel. Need I say any more? Co-main, though, insanely dominant performance from Charles Oliveira, bro. He is the new addition to Charles Oliveira. Big brain Charles. Stayed out of danger. The only reason he got in danger is because Michael challenged a cheating bastard, bro. See at the top? Nah, bro. You weird as hell, bro. I don't mess with this dude, bro. He keeps talking about like he's going to be a champion when he loses to absolutely everyone who is good. His last win in the last like 4 years, I think he's going to be, is like Tony Ferguson, which, come on, bro. But, you know, that's another kind of worms. And then, for all it's worth, and all that it costed the heavyweight edition and our time, Stipe versus John wasn't really competitive, but when John was doing his things, it was kind of cool. Like, I really liked that trip or whatever throw that he got on Stipe in round 1, and then he was brutalizing bro on the ground. And then obviously the spinning back kiss finish, I think he broke Stipe's ribs, so that was kind of cool. And then we finally can move on, so just happy it's all over. But yeah, I put it in this spot. Next one, Du Plessis Adesanya. This one is the 7th best. Now we're moving on to best. More positivity, man. This one was actually a lot of fun. The biggest thing going into this was Adesanya versus Du Plessis, the racism war, you feel me? And well, I think it delivered. But as far as the other card goes, let's see here. The opener, who's Jesus Aguilar, gets a submission. Nice to see it. Shout out Mexico. Then it followed by decision. Jack Jenkins kills Herbert Burns, retires him from the UFC. Adios, buddy. There's some more decisions. Junior Tafa gets submitted and commits the worst show of sportsmanship I've ever seen in a fight. I don't know. I think this is Johnny Walker's brother who submitted Junior Tafa. That's kind of funny, but good win for him. Then we had Li Jingliang get murdered by Carlos Prates. It's kind of sad to see. I remember the days when I was crying that he didn't get to use his suit in the press conference, man. And now he got killed. The UFC is an evil game, man. Then we had Tai Tuivasa extend his losing streak even more by losing to Yair Rozenstruik. Yeah, sorry, I probably said that wrong, but good win for Biggie Boy. I think he's a cool dude. Another like Derek Lewis type. And then we might have another fight of the year candidate with Mateus Gamrot. Like, these last 3 fights were low-key insane. Mateus Gamrot versus Dan Hooker, a war for the ages, bro. And to defy all odds and what everyone was saying about him, Dan Hooker won, bro, and he got back into the top 5. I don't think he's in there right now just because how the division works, and they threw Max Holloway up there. But it was nice to see him at 5 while it lasted. Then the co-main with Kai Kara France, Steve Erceg. Kai Kara France shut down the hype train, man. Kind of sad in a way. Kai Kara France is saying that he should fight for the belt. I don't agree, so I think he should fight one more person. You can't just win one fight and go for it. We all know that Royval deserves the belt, like to fight for the belt, but will they give it to him? Who knows, man? Because obviously he literally lost to him a year ago. But what can you do, man, when the champion keeps winning and the number 1 contender keeps winning? It's like, I don't know if this is gonna become like a Max Holloway type of situation. It kind of is, but Womp womp, I say. And then obviously the main event, Duplessis Adesanya, bro. Woo! That was a good fight, man. And I'm not gonna lie, before the finish, I had Adesanya winning. I thought if they made it to the 5th bell, that Adesanya would have taken it. But Duplessis does what he does best and awkwardly wins. He submitted him and kind of embarrassed him a little bit, and like when it comes to the ground, because like it wasn't even a technical takedown or setup. He just kind of fell at him and went for him. But by all means, if it works, dude. But yeah, overall, very exciting event, and that's why it's the number 7th rank. Now we reach to the number 6. Wait, is it number 6? No, this is number 7. My bad. This is like so many events. I should remember these. But Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad 2, England. It low-key had a lot of hype going into it, man. Mick Parkin getting the knockout in the early prelims. Sam Pedersen getting the submission too. Oban Alien getting the win, man. Who doesn't like to see that? And then to start off the prelims, Makayev versus Cap. You know, there's a lot of hype going into it. Obviously didn't deliver. I made a video about that. But for what it was, like the hype worth, it was kind of awesome to see. Jake Hadley. I want to be a UFC fighter. Hey, bro got the win. Not in the UFC no more. He not a UFC fighter no more, but he got it. And then we had Molly McCann get cooked. Expected at this point, right? Then we had Arden Allen versus Giga Chikeze. It was a fun fight for what it was worth. Both of them were getting good kicks in, just throwing. Arden Allen was in control for a majority of the time, and he won. So I like that little scrap. Gregory Rodriguez versus Christian Duncan was kind of just like a shutting bro down. I think they were trying to build bro up, and he didn't get it. Good win for Gregory Rodriguez. Bobby Green versus Paddy Pillman, bro. This was low-key kind of awesome, bro. Paddy finally got his ranking. He literally was striking with Bobby Green, and for some reason Bobby shot for a takedown. And that in going for the takedown, Bobby got caught in a flying triangle by Paddy, and so he was in a tight triangle. And after getting put out, Paddy breaks his arm. Kind of sad to see. Like, man, you gotta do, bro. Like, he lost like 2 times. But it is what it is. Then we got followed by Tom Aspinall KOing Curtis Blaze in a minute on the dot, bro. This was literally the day where we had to see it. We need to see it, bro. We need to see it, dude. Him and John, dude. Dana White said he's gonna make it. I would love to go, but tickets gonna be crazy, so I'm just gonna be happy watching it from the couch. Probably do a live stream if it ever happens. Then we had Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. Bilal Muhammad shut everyone up, including me. This was my last leg of the parlay. I would have lived good, man. But womp womp. Bilal Muhammad keep winning, I guess. But you know, besides that boring last fight, it was an incredibly fun event, dude. And that's why I put it at this spot, number 7. Number 6, we have the Sphere, man. Oh my days. There's a lot of hate going into it for the card. Like, there's not that many stars. But this was for Mexico, man. Unfortunately, we don't have them stars yet. But you know, we just getting started. Fingers crossed, because low-key, this event low-key was like, we not getting it type. But we trying. Early prelim, only 1-5. Raul Rosas gets a decision win. Nothing too crazy, you know. He just won the fight. Edgar Chairez versus Joshua Van. Insane fight. Back and forth war. Good win for Joshua Van. This is a Mexican fight I didn't really know much about. Yasmin Urugui versus Kaylin Sousa. She was looking on the come up. Yasmin. She was a heavy favorite, and then I'm pretty sure the sequence was she got knocked down and then latched up in a choke. I forget exactly what type of choke it is. Does it tell me? No, it doesn't. But insane finish though in round 1. RIP my Mexican homie. And then I was going for Manuel Torres, bro. He's low-key been a local type. I didn't expect him to be crazy, but Ignacio Vagabundes, he won a fan, bro. His pullback counter, bro, insane, dude. He put him out. He put him out 2 times, basically. I believe the first time he got knocked down, it should have been wraps, but the referee let him get up, and then the same thing happened. So maybe bro deserved to get knocked out for like falling for the same traps, but insane. Irene Aldana versus Norma Durant. Yeah, she lost, but I feel like it was an absolute war. The cut is iconic. Irene Aldana isn't ranked anymore? This is so sad, man. I remember she fought for the belt last year, dude. Womp womp. Or maybe she is. I don't know why it doesn't say right here in what I'm looking at. And And then we get to the main event, main card. Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osbourne. People were complaining that Ode Osbourne was on the card. Ronaldo Rodriguez is actually an insane star in Mexico, dude. Like, I see him everywhere. I would love to interview him one day. Make it happen, Lord. But this was an absolute war, dude. That first round was insane. How Ronaldo survived was Mexican guts. And won the decision. It was a little bit like close in my opinion. Maybe Ode could have won, but I'm happy to see bro win. Daniel Huber versus Esteban Rebovich, another fight of the year contender. This fight was insane, dude. I had Daniel winning like up until like the last round. I think he did enough. Dude, it's hard because they both had their moments. But third round, Esteban, bro, he just went crazy, dude. Like, he hurt him, couldn't finish him, but it's pretty hard to like not give him that round, even though he did get dropped literally right before that happened. I hope Daniel can jump back because he's insanely talented, and I think the sky's the limit for the kid. But insane fight. Diego Lopez versus Brian Ortega, incredible fight, dude. Diego Lopez is him, bro. Give him his flowers. Give him his title shot, dude. Just I can't like glaze bro enough, bro. Big fan of dude. I'd love to meet him one day. And then we had Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko, Sean O'Malley versus Marab. You know, we don't got a lot to say about that, man. But everything before it was awesome. That's why it's number 6. Number 5 is the one I was at. Check out the vlog, gang. We had so many good fights, dude. From start to finish, dude. Almost like, I think maybe an 80% finish rate, bro. Kennedy and Nzechukwu, knockout first round. Tay Super, first round submission. Michael Chiesa, third round sub. Cody Durden versus Joshua Van, decision, but it was an absolute war. Eric Anders knocks out Chris Weidman. Ryan Battle, this one was actually really lame. I hated this. He lost a fan, dude. Can't believe it, man. I was a fan of his for 2 months, dude. Then bro threw it all away, man. Disappointing performance and disappointing sportsmanship. Morsar versus Aljamain, insane back and forth war, dude. Cannot complain about this fight, dude. Maybe the decision a little bit, but you know, both men went after it. Both men deserve to win. David Vicente Luque, we are back, dude. I was so happy to see him win, dude. Dominic Reyes, he should have won. The way he won was kind of the saddest way anyone could win. Bro, giving up and just taking beating, bro. It was dang near abuse in there, bro. But good win for Dominic. Not really a good win, but happy to see him win. Then we had Nate Landwehr versus Doo Ho Choi. Doo Ho Choi just destroyed him, bro. It was kind of sad, man. I was really looking forward to. Woo! Nate the Train to UFC, baby. But, you know, respect to Doo Ho Choi. He's low-key really good. Really cool little dude. Hopefully gets that Bryce Mitchell matchup. And speaking of, bro, Bryce Mitchell, after a super boring first 2 rounds, dude, I literally fell asleep during that, bro. He decided to come back and knock out Kron Gracie. I feel kind of bad for Kron because low-key he just trying to do his own thing, but no one likes to see it. Womp womp, I guess. Silgan Alexander Volkov, incredibly depressing decision. The fight was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed watching it, but the wrong man won. Shavkat versus Ian Gary was boring. Had like a little bit of highlights. The most highlightable moment for me was when Ian took his back and almost submitted him. But a lot of hype into that matchup. And Pantoja versus Kai Sakura. Pantoja just showed why the UFC is levels above everything else. What can you do? But overall, very, very amazing fight card, dude. Just like the last 3 fights were Well, I guess the main event was delivered. Like, well, we all want to see Kai win, you know. But like I said, insanely good fight card. Happy to be there. And that's why it's number 5. Number 4. Oh, man, bro. These only get good from here, bro. Insane level. Like, I think the end and the start of the year were insane. The middle, like I told you, man, we were lacking in talent. But, wow. Prelims, we had Danny Barrow getting a KO round 3. Then Zhang Ming Yang getting a KO round 1. Kid is insane. Minecraft dude. Marcos Lima destroys Junior Tafa by leg kicks. RIP, bro. Anthony Hernandez gets one of the sickest submissions of the year when he locks up the rear naked choke. It's like, and like locks it in, bro. W Fluffy, bro. I love to see him. He's number 15 still, bro. The disrespect, dude. He's done an insane run, bro. Give him something good, dude. Then obviously we had Marab versus Henry. W fight, man. It was very entertaining. Can't complain. Then we had Ian Gary versus Jeff Neal. I forgot this even happened. Enough said. Robert Whittaker versus Paulo Costa. Incredible fight. That first round was kind of insane when Paulo Costa almost got Robert out of there. But, you know, Robert does what he does best and wins. Then, obviously, the main event, my GOAT, Topuria knocks out Volk. RIP Volk. But welcome to Topuria, man. And, you know, like, for all those reasons, man, this shit was incredible fight, dude. This was like, oh, man, what a way to start. Like, this wasn't the first one of the year, but, dude, insane. The third best one, surprise, surprise, maybe you guys disagree. 308 Topuria versus Holloway, bro. This one was hyped for all ages. I remember the first fight of the night, Rinat Figueiredo. Loki stole the decision versus Carlos Loyal. Then what happened after that? Anything of note? Kennedy and Zijiku kind of has like a sad beatdown of Chris Barnett. No one wanted to see that. Abus Magomedov gets a submission round 3 after almost dying for the last 2 rounds. Matis Rebecki versus Maybek Oroblai. Absolute war, bro. This is like maybe the fight of the year, dude, because they literally were almost dead in there. They literally gave their everything in there, and it shows, man. Oroblai probably broke his face, but insane, dude. Insane fight. And then Uslan gets the KO round 1. Shara Magomedov, Shara Bullet, the double spinning back fist, iconic moment. Maga gets the win. Hamza surprises everyone with the first round submission on Robert Whittaker. No one could have expected it to be that fast, dude. I think we're all expecting a grindy war to see what's better, Robert's longevity or Hamza's pressure, and Hamza just bulldozed him, dude. Insane, dude. There's just, you can't say it enough. And obviously the main event itself, Ilia Topuria knocking out Max Holloway. Wow. Probably the best fighter of the year, dude. Like, I don't really, like, I love Poatan, but quality over quantity, dude. You just cannot, like, undersay that enough. To be 2 of the best in your division compared to one guy who almost lost. So one guy coming back after like a year off. One guy who almost lost in his last fight and then locked in and got the win. And then a number 8 ranked who almost beat you. I don't want to talk trash about Poatan because that's my GOAT. But Volk and Max Holloway, come on, man. You cannot say that Ilia is not the fight of the year. But yeah, dude, this was an insane fight card, dude. And the endings, bro, like, you could talk about these all day, dude. Insane. Absolutely insane. Number 2 in the world. Well, number 2 event, I guess. O'Malley Vera 2, dude. This wasn't stacked for all ages. And we all know why. They wanted to, like, promote O'Malley. But I won't complain, man. This shit was awesome. Notable things that happened: Robles Despan beat Josh Parson by KO round 1. Kind of cool KO. Michael Pereira, he's on the prelims. Insane. He fought Michael Orlewski by submission. What else happened? Curtis Blaze knocks out Josel Almeida when he's trying to crotch sniff him. Love to see it. Peter Yan is back with the win. Jack Maladalena has one of the greatest comebacks of all times, losing both rounds to come back and knock out Gilbert. Crazy. Michael Venom Page, MVP, makes his debut. Very successful against Kevin Holland. I was kind of sad to see Benoit get knocked out, but I'm very happy to see DP win, you feel me? Very delicate balance there, but can't complain with the result. I like the edits I see on Instagram. I didn't really care about the main event, like, at all, to be honest. My favorite main event was DP, but, you know, Sean O'Malley dominated, but he almost lost if the round was, like, maybe a minute longer, but, yeah, but for all those fights, dude, and all those things that happened this card, absolutely insane. And then it goes without saying, UFC 300 is the best card of the year, dude. Absolutely stacked top to bottom. I was incredibly blessed and happy to be there. One of my greatest memories I'll ever have. But dude, from the opening bell, it was insane. Figgy submits Garbrandt round 2. King Green has a war with Jim Miller. Surprised they didn't win any like 50 G's or anything like that. But you know, they were being stingy with 300K, you feel me? Jessica Andrade, I forgot she was there. Jalen Turner almost won, man, but you know, he threw it all away. Moicano comes back and knocks him out with ground and pound finish. David Lopez knocks out Sadiq Youssef. Welcome to the rankings. Kayla Harrison, welcome to the UFC. Submits Holly Holm to take her spot in top 5. Aljamain Sterling moves up to featherweight. Takes out Kevin Kidd in a rather lackluster performance, but pretty cool. Yuri Prochazka, Alex Prochazka. W fight. Yuri was losing the first round, came back and finished Alexander. I guess in retrospect, it was kind of like disappointing to see Yuri losing that first round, but he won. Boneko gets a submission after a lot of boos. Charles vs. Arman is absolutely insane fight. Wish it was longer. Didn't reach the top 3, bro. These were insane fights that are going to be remembered forever. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. Fight, maybe, I don't want to say fight of the year, but I wouldn't be surprised if it won just because everyone loves talking about this fight. But definitely knockout of the year. Like, you cannot say that it's not. Like, knockout of the year, dude. You'll see that knockout for ages and ages. Max Holloway has quite the highlight reel now. Sad days for Justin, though. Then we had Zhang Weili versus Zhang Zhanong. I feel like the adrenaline dump was crazy after the Gaethje thing, but this was low-key a good fight, back and forth war. Weili won. And obviously the main event, Alex Pereira sleeps Jamal Hill after the iconic "Nah, I'm good" gang. Mink and vicious ground and pound. I feel like not people talk about it, but vicious ground and pound. But top to bottom, bro, iconic event, dude. You cannot go wrong with it. And for me, it is the best pay-per-view of the year. Surprise, surprise. But that's gonna do it for this video, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I was yapping for quite a long time. We're at 30 minutes. If you guys want to see more content, subscribe. All of you all, thank you for the support. Until next time, peace.